It is painful, but we are struggling to put it behind us. You have a national officer who chose to come in to compare with my opponent. And nobody in this party said anything. I'm not going to mention it because
I've noted the recent draft motion of censure by the minority against the Minister of Finance and the recent rebellion of the G95, group of 95 majority members calling for the removal of the minister. I've also
nti mo fie na me so ame baba ko se on baby san se no wo bia no ma me bi oba o se miki akakwa ayira o nti na me so oja na me sorry free person na me buy
he is from Offenso. I'm wondering why the Ashantis are so eager to become president and others when they are not doing their homework well. But it's a good brand, you know. The three of them can win the 3 seats for us. Charity begins at home. Go there and win the seat for us before we can think about you.
I want to put it behind me. You have a national officer who was calling business people and telling them not to support me. They should rather support my opponent.
He is from Offenso. I'm wondering why the Ashantis are so eager to become president and others when they are not doing their homework well. But it's a good brand, you know. The three of them can win the 3 seats.
Right, so Madam Sabri Waji a year Wakunya Awoshe. In fact, show a buy and chair, most authoritative shower. He say you know Ghana have before Bibiano. Now for the records, recorded. He say Ufa Obuasia for the records. He say Nipa Bibria Tem Di Buase Awo Muti. Udru Obuase Gausu. Nipa Bibria Tem Di Womuti. Saa so na Oba Bedru a year Asantiagona fu eti. Oba Bedru a year Bipua Bedumase Akrofonso Kofiase. Ni nyina kokotie so ya obia ayedin a otie eye for the records. Obia for the records is almost everywhere. Yakoye wanwa President of the Republic of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. For the records. Former President John Dramani Mahama for the records. And we will give you a reason here. So for the records, about year entry, 15th May was exactly a year 2 months. Share for the records. I say, and for the records has grown in numbers, in power, vociferous, fire. Still, me and for the records, do my day no what chairman. And society. The bombardier, the field marshal, the squadron leader, the ranger, the buffalo, who he were General Kabaka. But media am a depa nipa ni dodo no afra me amedije ho he roya me nim ho yi but enkranfo say efe boten shoe kwe that means eya tan you eya ofo wo ye dey over here for the records wo mo bua me me dwumadie no ebra wo studio ha enye Mr X ni Mr P na enye Mr Y we Mr Seiram we Mr Blenyanzu ana eye Mr Adam so Mr E and Mr S and kwasiya na yambepe yani monso kakra ebi se ye internet no you can say electricity but you go so ye adwuma yantim fu water and you ever share the killings in Ghana is becoming way too many. It is becoming way too many. IGP, we have a conversation with you. Any IGP in free war, you remember another reason why the MPP may break the aid. But the catch them reason the MPP will break the aid too. Kumawaba to a year to Mumpo MPP will win again. And I'll give you reasons. Which a year live from Kumawu Ochina, yani yantia shoja ne ya kwasi ani aboa. We are going to be on the grounds tomorrow. In fact, we are going to be on the grounds reporting live from a year. Your reporters will, but personally, I will be going there myself. Everywhere. I am Mutaka Mubarak. Said it, you know. Mutaka Mubarak. Honorable. When in Zambia to John say he will never forgive a certain get your angel mama. You bet you in India. Yenya no free war. Mr. President, we have a message for you. President Akufo-Addo. We have a message for you. I know you better won't come. Then here we are. Medical Culture said the misinformation and the disinformation, which is house cleaning. Here who's Uncle Sam, our America. Just say they are forcing on. Also, you have intellectual debate. You also say Kufuor destroyed Ghana with BOG and Ikabo. You bet this uncle 1 year educating Kakra. He needs education on what redenomination is, on what IMF said, the letter IMF wrote, the conditionality that IMF gave. We are going to educate Uncle Sam, which is Kevin Taylor. And yes. Nobody should tell me don't mention. I will mention Kevin Taylor. In fact, I have declared a war on him. And 2 years exactly today, and I'm a Gibo. Can you market anywhere? 2 years exactly today, and a major Kevin Taylor Edibo. Sir Osha Ziana no did me just a minute ago. My question. No onim say yemubi no gawo. Yemubi no cheze ye kan to kwatwintwan a ye nyine wo kumase so amenkramum. No onim obi an kan kire no. To kwatwintwan. So member Kevin Taylor there for 2 years exactly and it is January 22nd. Yeah. Okay, so 22nd May 2025 and a major Kevin Taylor demo. Market anywhere 22nd May 2025. Now say the brand and strong. The brand and strong. Now because a brand near tight and can many see any kakra can relevance any will be the zero now uja for wrestle what the page was the brand is not strong. The brand is not strong. Brand in we kwasia ne abo afrima brand bi en hobio. We kwasia abo agimi everywhere brand bia any hode ebio. Yeah, moving on. Yeah, Baba educate Uncle Sam on Kufuor's redenomination and Bank of Ghana activities. Onim, so we educate him. Sure. By young court na yan shade. Video of the week. I think this is becoming way too many. Yeah, radio ni abrasisia.
Amibi. Nti mo fie na me so ame baba akose. On baby san se na owo bi a na o ma me bi. Oba o se Miki akakwa ayira o nti na me so oja. Na me sorry free person na me buy. Ampa ye chini sa madam. Baby anu wa yanko we ria. Ye ura be every fie bia mu ye ura ye. Isu mu nyina ne na mtie ko na ma me bi se. Omaku akola bi word akoto na twene take na no. O she top green mi trash mi ti top green pyramid for Mr. Ye hu ba bia fa ya asem fa. Ye ko amason police station mu so mu hu case bia ene e ba ye ko di an kan ho nti amason afo mu na free poko ase no mu so makofa bibisa. Ti omo re nim ni so na ye de ba ye na police for say ye pani ba me dey ansini meeting. Na mi say so mu pese yakuma to agako ni o agako squat ari we yego ba besi ye ko franka ko ba mo na besi ni ama enu ani na e di gina ha ne hu de ya akako a hu za akako na dawe mi hu picture no police ni phone so madam ya jutwa ni party sen na makako hu za akako ni hu za akako ni akako radi ba bi bia akako wo
IGP, we have a conversation with you. IGP, the trust of the people were in you. Your presence could be felt everywhere in parts of this country. Unfortunately, within the last 6 months, we don't know what has happened to the Ghana police. About to say YNCSA Ghana police headquarters there, you've done massively well. You've done fantastically well. But when it comes to the job of protecting the people, IGP, I don't know what is happening. And never we are killing people left, right, center. Ritual murders everywhere. Why? IGP, in the last few months, Ghana recorded ritual murders in the last 2-3 months, more than 20. Why? IGP, IGP, Ghana ban. What is happening? Is it lack of funding? Lack of resources? What? Lack of personnel? We are not getting it. And now they only come by and only because the Ghanaians are dying. The Ghanaian is dying every day. IGP Dampari, you are my friend. I really like you, but this time around we are asking the pertinent questions. What is happening? IGP Dampari, what is happening? Obano Yakuneba. And these are unsolved murders. Now say the asabetomu yenya witness for a police custody. Now yes witness no yabo mutuo witness no yekuomo witness. What is happening? IGP Dampari, what is happening? What is happening? I have my own personal biases with you since I became your friend, but we must ask the questions that needs to be asked. What is happening? IGP, what is happening? What is happening? I think IGP, as soon as possible, you must get your act together. And the policing shouldn't be centered around just you, from IGP. Please, with the greatest of respect, Doc, the policing should not be centered around you just so that when you are not there, the policing goes to break.
Exactly.
It cannot be. It cannot be that when your presence is not there, then the policing of this country also goes to sleep. It cannot be. Policing should not be centered around you. I think policing must be done in such a way that with or without you, when your presence is not there, the people will feel safe. The Ghanaians don't feel safe anymore. Mr. IGP. Doc, please get your acts together. Obano Yekuneba. Yensen tribute. The sad story of Oba Yekuneba.
Timofio na mesoma me baba akose on baby san se no obi a no ma me bi. Oba o se Miki akakwa ayira o nti na me so oja. Na me sorry free person na me buy. Ampa ye chini sa madam. Baby anu wa yanko we ya. You rub every fear mu yewra ye. Isu mu nyina ne nam tie ko na ma me bi se Omoku akola bi word akoto na twene take na no. O she top green me trash me see top green parameter for Mr. Ye hu ba bi an fa ya asem fa. Ye ko amason police station omu so mu case bia.
Okay. Okay, so this story, I think Nkofo are fed up. The people are getting fed up by the day, and we don't want to get to a point where Nkofo the Ghana Mrabesho Omanka Sansel in search of people they believe might have killed their beloved, and for that matter they are going to retaliate or revenge. That is not what a society we are calling for. But IGP, the people may have no choice. When for so long they are being brutalized, they are being killed, and they cannot have confidence in the police. Say police, for that one, the people they will be left with very little or no choice than to take arms and defend themselves, which is not a society of just, a society of law, a society of rules. I don't think that is what we are calling ourselves to. IGP Tibacho and then ASAP. IGP, ASAP, get your acts together. I think you need to get your acts together. You need to get your acts together, Doc. The Ghanaian people are suffering. They are dying. Ritual murders are on the ascendancy. For how long are we going to sit down, continue to allow people to get away with murder And especially when witnesses are brought in your custody, now or more ended up being killed. Me Abeka say you release it. There is something going on which I've gotten some evidence here. The police administration person more rising up against IGP. Take it from me, yes, take it from me. Police administration, you know, one more coup d'etat people say is siwo a police administration. IGP may mount heads up. There is a coup d'etat being cooked in the police administration, which IGP are really a rapture.
For the records.
This is for the records. They say there is a coup d'etat. When I say coup d'etat, advisedly, coup d'etat, coup plotting, be cause war. Now IGP are really a rapture. IGP are really a rapture. So please, Doc, take this very serious and put your act together, because you are losing the police service. You are losing it. Okay, for the records, meeting still remains Okatechi Afrifa-Mensah. Obetimi from the people's Afrifa. The people's Afrifa. The people's Afrifa. Or you kohine of Asante Agona.
Fantastic.
The people of Asante Agona you kohine.
Fantastic. Youth president.
Youth president. Youth president of the Republic. And who I also want to see now. Now, share a very quick one. A conversation that there be a maka wansem aka say another reason the MPP will break the 8. Medical my first reason that MPP will break the 8 by giving you the statistics, the blues and the greens. The greens representing NDC and the blues representing MPP. And giving you the demography of this country. And they said yes, MPP for dominating the NDC for dominating. If you look at the demography of this country, by and large, it is the Greens against the Blues, with the dominant tribe being the Akans. MPP takes its energy from the Akans. The other minority tribes now NDC take it. When it comes to numerical figures, MPP BT NDC. But you see, so many factors will get into the election of 2024. You know, one of the key things that say in the last 10 years, NDC leading conversation me on elections.
Sure.
Even see that. In the last 10 years, from 2012, 2016, 2020, and 2024, it doesn't look like they are the one going to lead the conversation. Now, Adeba me say, Tienio, John Mahama the last 2 years, Okasa, wait, you know, Ghana form fa. And you two things. And I'll give you an example. President Mahama Kasa, wait, you know, Ghana for emfa. And question and travel and fa. One, it's because the communication of the NDC is intact, shambolic communication team. Two, misdirection of the energy of the NDC youth. President Mahama the elections of the primaries, which Dr. Dufuanza on one concentrate the questions, no answer.
One part just say, Ununu, one was.
Although we need to 98.9. I'm going to happy FM. He's happy FM 98.9. Now, I'm planning. So, Power FM 97.9. So they wanted 98.9 or 97.9. And they got it. Dr. Dufo with the machination, you know, say, voter register, secretary. I don't want to be part of it. But that is not even the conversation for today. The conversation for today, has much to do with how the communication of John Dramani Mahama is not going. In fact, John Dramani Mahama winning elections no ewie ye. After so the Dr. Dufo mo hye corner ejamomo. For some picture now what the man the victory speech. Actually I'm not going to show you the video because enyame na meton John Mahama victory speech amano. And I won't do it. I won't do that. I will not sell the victory speech of John Dramani Mahama for him. But John Mahama command victory speech. I was sharing the fugu white. Come on. Say you know, normal way. Your mama sharing the fugu white. Come on. Neja Jane Eche. Former President Mahama Emma a speech. Eja yemu bi say ye jabo ho. I invite all the and disappointed MPP followers. Now it's a meme job, no. Normal. President Mahama is known for that. He will respond to almost everything and anything, directly and indirectly. Now, President Mahama akase wi. We need lessons that way. Any 1 week, bra.
David.
Last week Wednesday, beboa. So I'm talking about last week Wednesday.
We are to the 13th May.
No, but we are talking about
The speech, you know.
the speech, you know, or man about 3 or 4 days after.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And as I speak to you, general speech in everyone what?
Honestly, me mean T baby.
One Sarah, President Mama speech in everyone what? One it is speech now, my any no, and koi, a jinadem wa we and we. Me speech, you know, me bar, we ever question to me more. May I imagine? But you see, I keep on telling the youth of the NDC, Mrs. John Mahama Belusua, John Mahama Nangasa onye candidate Ghana for pe. Enya Ghana for akono. The candidate channel enya akono. With all due respect, the candidate channel Ghana for mfili. Because in 2016, in the last 32 years of Ghana's democracy, though I consider it a sham, but Ghana's democracy, the only candidate or election about what you winning the previous election, they so say drastically over 1 million votes plus. One Fabian Kaho was about year 2020. The margins it did not increase. So Ghana for said that John Dramani Mahama. That's a statement of fact. Now, Adibako Quebec Mia Boaman the candidate channel was quite chiri. And the cogent steps taken by the NDC communication said, John Mahama Kasevia and Komba Makasano Akochiri. Now the NDC communicators in the social media for one in Kwasia, Abua, Jimmy. Really? What do you Mungoso? So John Mahama's candidature, one is not attractive, so he's going to lose. Two, the communication of John Dramani Mahama, and it's like Ghana for Mpena Asamati. Yes, it's a statement of fact. Or make a statement beyond so Cheremian say, oh, and that thing is going to be a detriment to John Dramani Mahama's campaign. Mr. John Mahama Akasa every after 3-4 days. Why not? Okay, the John Mahama. Be honest. Please don't get angry for what I am saying. Just sit down, analyze what I'm saying. Say, John Mahama Kasai for a whole 1 hour, 30 minutes or so. Where is the speech of John Mahama? Where is John Mahama's speech? Where is John Mahama's message? Away, you know, away. Ayera. John Mahama message in Ayera. Atonsium. A minute. It means ko. When NDC has more media houses in this country, when NDC has internet GCSs on the internet, message, you know. So I'm the big what I say. I ever pay him kakra. ECG po light in the year, you better not hear any can agree. Ever console. Anna, hello, Bimali. Hello, Sankaya, hello, Bimali. So John Mahama's speech and call. The youth of NDC, Medical Catch-up said the misdirection of the energy of the youth of NDC on social media. Kwasia abua Jimmy kwasia abua Jimmy kwasia abua sa na message na so omoton and they did the same mistake in 2016
Exactly.
Time when Akufo-Addo message you rom ebom na ndisi fojina wa Akufo-Addo anotan Akufo-Addo nanim tantan Akufo-Addo wasiwi Akufo and they are doing the same thing today.
They don't learn.
They don't learn. NDC does not learn, especially those on social media. And there is nobody directing the energy of NDC youth on social media except that idiot. So they have become accustomed to the insults where they think that that is what is going to win them power. But Mama example said John Mahama Akasa the last 3-4 days, John Mahama message, you know. John Mahama message, you know, see away. Ayera atum. Na kemeti mi abobia mo ba mi nya bope maton wo mo. Membo. Ana wo internet Jesus no. Se enye kwase ya ne abo a wo bon ne show nso emfa. We say okori am say obo a emfa. One day kwase ya ne abo anko. Edi MPP may break the age. One of the reasons is that the communication of John Dramama in Nimama is not solid. And yes, solid. Message in yes, solid.
Banka command. Was it see our court snitchy as steady. Sir.
Trust me on that. Now Black Rasta bufu ya not to man and onaka sininja. And some of us, we genuinely believed that, though we were not campaigning for Mahama, but we felt by speaking against our government, he was going to benefit.
Yeah.
But it's a waste of energy and time because no one is serious. With the greatest of respect, former president is serious.
Sure.
But when you're serious, another reason be
Eka
Bema NDC. There is a war, a tough war within the NDC. Mubakaya Mekachira Muse Mutaka, any Haruna, they cannot hide their feelings because John Dramani Mahama has become a stumbling block. Yechira was the last time John Dramani Mahama Ekasa na Mutaka Teho ayi Haruna Teho. Haruna could not hide his feelings. Today, not only can Haruna not hide his feelings, but Mutaka they were being a numa can pay say unto me forgive John Mahama near Sirin Katia. And it is indirect, but that is what he means. When it comes to communication, words that comes from your mouth is actually 15% of communication. Body language, attitude, facial expression says it all. Any other thing is just 15%. Now, young Korean video be of Mutaka after say a winning election. Yamra back na yenin komo.
It is painful, but we are struggling to put it behind us. You have a national officer who chose to come in to campaign with my opponent. And nobody in this party said anything. I'm not going to mention it because, like I told you, I want to put it behind me. You have a national officer who was calling business people and telling them not to support me. They should rather support my opponent.
Yeah,
How will they do that?
Okay, hold on. Come back to the studio. Come back. So this is Mutaka Mubarak, Honorable Member of Parliament for a year Asawase constituency, an astute member of the NDC who has been in Parliament since 2005. 2005, so from 2004 election, 2008 4 years, 2012 8 years, 2016 12 years, 2020 16 years, 2024 which were winning so it means by 2024 now our parliament for what 20 good years 20 good years being in parliament. Now on make a session be now look at the facial expression and the emotions espoused by Mutaka Mubarak. The facial expression and the emotions. Or see, you have a national officer, and there is no other national officer who has the magnitude, no other national officer or what the temerity, no other national officer or what balls and what the weight, the clout, political clout or bet me Mutaka constituency Ako campaigning against, because when you look at the national officer structure, one, you can't say, General Sedinketia, who is the chairman, then Fifi Kweti. But Fifi Kweti, believe you me, if it was Fifi Kweti, Mutaka will meet him boot for boot. Sure. Because Mutaka also Fifi Kweti. But General Sedinketia supposedly, from conk information we have, moved into the Aswansi constituency. Yentie Mutaka what General did. Yentie Mutaka. Yentie Mutaka what General did when he went into a Aswansi constituency. He actually campaigned against Mutaka Mubarak in the Aswansi constituency. Yentie.
Okay. God is not your village chief. Now
Go back. Start again. Bobby.
It is painful, but we are struggling to put it behind us. You have a national officer who chose to come in to compare with
Hold on. Key word there. It is painful, but we are struggling. Tiamutaka words no usually. We are struggling. And not just Obi on your address or the becho. Because Obi or the becho, which Felix Ofosu Kwache went on a Joy Prime 4 TV station. He said that he has a short memory, so he will forgive with. But Mutaka said it is very painful and we are struggling to put it behind us. Obi make his statement and no me in a personal. Medika kache se Mutaka ne Haruna. Omo agenda bia John Dramani Mahama has thwarted that agenda, and for that matter, they are very angry with John Dramani Mahama. That is number one. Two, national officers with the help of John Dramani Mahama. So Mutaka Haruna every parliament. And Mutaka will say it here. Tia Mutaka ye will say we are struggling. Edu babia yinti view.
And nobody in this party said anything. I'm not going to mention it because like I told you, I want to put it behind me. You have a national officer who was calling business people and telling them not to support me. They should rather support my opponent. How will you do that? Okay, God is not your village chief. Now I've won.
Oops. That was a very hurtful one. God is not your village chief. Wow, that was a punchy one. No. This can only come from a heart that is filled with bitterness.
Sure.
God is not a national officer. If it's General Sedinketia, fair enough. If it is Fifi Kwete, fair enough. If it's Joseph Yami, which obviously Joseph Yami can never attempt to say, Oko Mutaka, a constituency, I could be in someone. Joseph Yami can never do it.
No.
Mutaka would have called Fifi Kwete out if Fifi Kwete tried that nonsense. And Yenim said, the Krom have can foresee villages. So Mutaka says that God is not your village chief. So General said, look at your village chief. God is not okay. You're moving on.
I'm not just with a greater respect, some small ant in a soup that you can scoop. So long as NDC matters. Everybody in this country knows I'm not an ant that you can just scoop up. Now you've done this. You want the party to move ahead in unity. It has not only been done in my place. It has been done in so many places. People who were not supposed.
Hold on. Look at, I like the picture you put there. Look at the body language of Mutaka Mubarak. Look at the eyes. Look at the pain in the eyes.
Sure.
Please, with the greatest of respect, take me out for a second. Make it not about me, okay, the Afrifa-Mensah. Make it about Mutaka Mubarak for a second and see the pain in the eyes of Mutaka Mubarak. And this is not a pain that I foresee going anytime soon.
Sure.
Look at the pain in the eyes of Mutaka Mubarak.
To be qualified. They were qualified and cleared using all manner of nuances. Now some of them have survived, some have lost. How are you going to forge this unity? We have a lot of work to do.
how are you going to forge this unity? That was a very vital question. Because John Mahama cannot call Mutaka Mubarak. John Mahama cannot call Haruna. So what was that video of Haruna, John Mahama Kasada, the woman's attitude now? I would have really wished you could play that video. Because it will go ahead to confirm how these two people, Mutaka Mubarak and John Haruna Idrusu, they are pained by the actions of John Dramani Mahama and General Esiedu, which is going to affect the chances of the NDC. Hold on. Fabra, say on for some video, Nebra. Now, someone who the pain in the eyes of Mutaka. Now, look at the body language of a year.
Some people like conspiracy theories.
Hold on. Go straight to baby Haruna Wano. Go straight to baby Haruna Wano. Aha. Kwachi. Aha. So you see the body language of Haruna and the pain in the eyes of Mutaka.
Sure.
And you think they will forgive your mama?
No. I don't.
It will be just a plastic surgery, a cosmetic surgery. It will be just for the screen. Even on screen, these people are not hiding their feelings.
Yeah, they are exhibiting it.
The danger in it is that Uncle Boa bet me a pretend say but on screen they cannot hide their feelings, both Haruna and Mutaka.
Yeah.
Okay. Hotgossip injured sir. Improve. La kamana putu asichacha be isi mine sima asicha. Okay, President of the Republic, Nana Akufo for the President Yenin Komowi. Say Amenante. Okay. So President Nana Akufo, I received your message from Kumewu. Yes. President Medical got also here for the records, but
for the record.
Final to so see any almost in the suit to
for the record.
For the record. President Akufo was here for the records, but
Bonenia Koma.
Bonenia Koma for the records.
Fantastic.
Now, one thing I've realized, you need to brother. Mr. President, I received your message from Kumewu. You sent a message through a friend of mine. Say on Kanchelem, say it is not entirely your fault, and you are hoping to do things better. I am glad, say, before all the things I am doing to you and your government. Now you see that I am a student of you. Said the JJ Rollins,
exactly.
And I am not doing this thing from the bad place. Because after all, I don't have anything to take from you. But when you are not delivering on the promises, I'll promise Ghana for one day, then I have no other choice than to look into your face and speak truth to you.
Exactly.
I have said that moving forward, maybe I was harsh in the way I delivered my truth speaking. This time around, I am going to do things much more different. Which, if at any point it tips off, please forgive me. But Mr. President, I will say it is not all your fault, and you're hoping to do better. Bobby, through a year, the majority caucus in Parliament. Some months ago, majority caucus in Parliament. Wamu statement omumeki ye efa a year the sacking of Ken Ofori Ataho. Majority caucus in Parliament. General ready message in your ready.
Okay. I see. Following the press conference held on 20.
Following the press conference, that means a press conference was held. Now, you have a picture of the press conference now. Or more happy, you know. You have a picture of the press conference now. Or more happy, you know. Majority in Parliament, you have it. Say you have it there. Just go look for it. If you don't have it, that means you did not download it. Okay, quick. So there was a press conference. A year MPP majority, about 95 of them. Or more happy, yes, sir. Or more percent a year president. And remove Ken Oforiatta as the finance minister. Reasons some of them are said they want a year investor confidence in the economy. Two, Ken Oforiatta make his statement via a statement. You know, obviously, it could not also let him lead the course in negotiating with IMF. They called on the president say on your day, on Sake Ken Oforiatta. there were many calls, not only from a majority caucus in parliament. Press conference said by, this is the statement the majority caucus led by Ghanacelenus. Why is that a chance here? Why is that a chance here?
Ghanacelenus.
Reading it, read it.
Following the press conference held on Tuesday, October 2022, by some members of the majority caucus in parliament demanding the removal of the finance minister, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, and the Minister of State at the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Charles Edubuahin, from office. The president engaged members of the caucus and requested that the issue be stood.
The president engaged members of the caucus and requested that
the issue be stood down.
Be stood down
until the conclusion of the negotiation.
Until the conclusion of what?
The round of negotiation with the International Monetary Fund.
So, President to say, can Ofori-Atta we the negotiations with the International Monetary Fund? Yanko back ni yanko video and a picture. Is there a picture of a press conference now, and the appear could be LED or Babaye, This is actually the press conference they had. When they finished, they told us the president to say, "Oh, moment and ample time, Emma, IMF, anyone want to do and go through." Now, yanko a video of IMF boss, but before that, not only was the majority the one calling for the removal of the vice president. Former President John Dramani Mahama, former President John Dramani Mahama on a IMF yeti.
I've noted the recent draft motion of censure by the minority against the Minister of Finance and the recent rebellion of the G95, group of 95 majority members calling for the removal of the minister. I've also noted the statement by the majority leader, I think only yesterday, of a so-called compromise reached that the minister will leave after he has completed the budget and the IMF negotiations. I think this is untenable. Budget preparation and IMF negotiations are the results of teamwork. They are not the work of one individual. I fail to see how the absence of the minister will affect the preparation of the budget negotiation.
Okay, thank you. So John Dramani Mahama, Edna Noka, they called for the minister to be sacked. I fail to see how budget preparation and negotiations with the IMF can be affected in any way or shape or form by the eviction or by the removal of them. And so John Dramani Mahama can be. Now, when you John Dramani Mahama statement now, or can any free war? And the question you be saying is IMF no aba abedru ana emedu yenti IMF boss.
Congratulations to Ghana for a strong program of reforms to revitalize growth and reduce the country's debt burden. I'm very pleased that the IMF Executive Board has approved today a 3-year, $3 billion support for this program. We are proud to be partners with Ghana in addressing the difficult economic and financial conditions the country is facing. Today's decision is also a major milestone for the G20 Common Framework. The commitment by the Official Creditors Committee to help make Ghana's debt sustainable was essential for the approval of the funds program, and it signals important progress in the G20 Common Framework. The decision our board has taken.
Okay, that's okay. We don't really need much. But IMF boss, I confirm say Ghana, you reach a deal. So all that we are saying is that, Mr. President, they can Ofori-Atta who saw the mismanagement, of our resources. They can Ofori-Atta who saw to the mismanagement of more than $54 billion loans. They can Ofori-Atta who saw to the mismanagement of our economy. Cannot be the same Ken Ofori-Atta that is going to oversee the managing of $3 billion, because more than $54 billion Ken Ofori-Atta could not even manage it well. which you have given a year, Russia, Ukraine, and the COVID-19. Yate Russia, Ukraine, COVID-19. But Ken Ofori-Atta cannot be insulated completely from the mismanagement of the economy. And for that matter, to boost investor confidence, we are calling, say, we be removing Ken Ofori-Atta. We are still insisting, Mr. President, for you to redeem your sinking image by doing away with your cousin, Ken Ofori-Atta. Nobody has any ill motive. Nobody has anything against your government. We are only saying that your government is having a sinking image. And the only thing that can save you, Mr. President, is you sacking your cousin, Ken Ofori-Atta. 1, it will rid you of the tag friends and family government. 2, it will boost investor confidence in the economy. Mr. President, I don't know why Ken Ofori-Atta does war at post. General, Ken Ofori-Atta, I don't know why he's still at post. With all due respect, focus, with all due respect, I don't know why Ken Ofori-Atta is still at post. And Ken Ofori-Atta, if your cousin is finding it too difficult, so please do the honorable thing
and resign.
Public office is not for you, it's not for your home. Public office is not for your cousin, it's not for. Please resign.
Exactly.
Help your cousin by resigning.
For the record.
Maybe your cousin will find it difficult to sack you because of all the things you've done for him in life, for him to become president. So he owes the duty to you, save your position, you know, to save the image of your cousin's presidency. Please, Ken Ofori-Atta, resign. Save the party. You are becoming selfish. Ken Ofori-Atta, you are becoming self-centered. You are not thinking about the greater good of the party.
For the record.
NPP party dia.
For the record.
And Ken Ofori-Atta family dia.
Sure.
The NPP party belongs to all of us. The ideals and the principles could form by the time we are in the government. No assistant finance minister after Banredu. No assistant finance minister. What is this?
Sure.
So Ken Ofori-Atta, please do the honorable thing by resigning. If your president no cousin no find it difficult to sack you up, which I may not blame him, we all do have our weaknesses as leaders. But you must save his government. You must save his ass. You must save the party. The party is sinking. Ken Ofori-Atta save the party.
Sure.
And resign.
Cool.
Ken Ofori-Atta save the NPP party and resign. You are selfish. You think it's all about what? Speaking big English?
No.
Wearing white shirts?
No.
Pretending quoting Bibles? No, please, come on. We have a party to save. We have a country to save. And please, and you see, politics is about optics. One of the reasons the people don't have confidence in the Akufo-Addo's government is the attachment to Ken Ofori-Atta. Please do the honorable thing by resigning. Who say your party, no? Who say your party, no? Ken Ofori-Atta, you are destroying our party. Akufo-Addo is destroying the party, but Ken Ofori-Atta is also doing a lot of damage to the party.
Exactly.
So Ken Ofori-Atta, please resign. Do the honorable thing by resigning.
Sure.
Resign. Your management of the economy is so porous. There is no confidence in the economy.
For the record.
Investor confidence are low.
For the record.
And you, the same person, pair a year one summer working say we will not go to IMF on the principles of a year honesty. Please resign. You're free. Tita. Ta. How many minutes in Yako? Please cue me. How many minutes? 49. Edi, you're educating. Okay, so do you have Paul Akwa's picture? Please, do you have Paul Akwa, Governor of Bank of Ghana and the Kufuor? He read the picture, mommy. We are for President Kufuor picture, but I'm a President Kufuor. So Mr. Paul Akwa is the Bank of Ghana governor. Bank of Ghana governor. Okay, so you may be free to as part of our house cleaning. No matter the mobile can be we will not allow any idiot, we will not allow any young man to sit on social media. He himself does not read, he does not learn. Now abanu atum futragun krofo nani ana kufo no destroy Ghana with Bank of Ghana. Ana kufo no destroy Ghana with nyenyenye. Na Bank of Ghana you read the nomination, please. Learn. Do you have a picture of Paul Akwa? Younger Paul Akwa and so. So this young man in America, again, wakofa topic biaba. Yadika kachira say, whenever this guy is discussing a year, okay, so that's Mr. Paul Akwa. Okay, so that is Mr. Paul Akwa, Bank of Ghana governor under President Kufuor. Let me tell you a story. I am believing that President Kufuor, I have his permission to reveal this to the public about Paul Akwa. How Paul Akwa was appointed by President Kufuor. Let me tell you a very simple story. Look, Paul Akwa, President Kufuor did not know him. On record, TNA. President Kufuor did not know Paul Akwa. TNA. Now, after some Ghana call Ghpage, na yeba me free Ghpage mono. Anna a year IMF for any World Bank. At that time, Paul Akwa was working for one of them. I cannot remember exactly. It could be IMF or World Bank. Now, the country director now, or money free a year buy, you know. And the core President Kufuor said, oh, your currency is doing much better. After the Ghpage, things are getting much better. But there is this young man beer or war, the fund, we're very good pa. And you see, that is a hallmark of a good leader. Listen to the story very well. Now, young man, your friend Paul Akwa, were very good with managing of economy. Now, Obetimia Boao pa, this is a story from President Kufuor himself. Obetimia Boao pa, was he really? Okay, please call him for me. A leader who wants to make sure that Ghana currency is better. Some leader no what no friend President Kufuor and we invited Paul Akwa man be won no say Paul Akwa buy ekra na or resist kakra because Ghana had the way e near basa. But he impressed on him. President Kufuor did not know Paul Akwa. But because Paul Akwa was competent, that is how come President Kufuor man be here the Bank of Ghana governor. Now, the redenomination of the currency now, young man from America, or can was he lacks knowledge. And no matter sorry, no more redenomination, and I will walk you through it because you lack it.
Exactly.
Now, Paul Akwa was the Bank of Ghana governor. Young man make his statement to say, IMF for as part of their conditionalities, TNA. Now we have IMF conditionalities. These conditionalities have been there from time immemorial. Sure. Conditionalities way almost every time be a Ghana ya call IMF biano. Wamuma conditionalities. From the days of J.J. Rawlings in 1984, the IMF conditionality was that he should move into a democratic rule if they are going to support him. That was one. Two, the diversification of companies of this country. Eti Ghana companies are no more nyina ebina nana kuna do nsawam cannery aboase glass factory ene de ekeka ho. IMF conditionality was that as part of omo research ne kire say enyoma ama Ghana economy African continent ne economy ne nkoso ne said there is no free market. It is a government led economy. Eti yakache JJ Rawlings say you go make sure say we go back to democracy. Two, making sure say you be diversify companies war government dey you be privatizing so privatization. We are led the market led economy, individual market led economy. Goods and services, any goods in the prices must be determined by a government. So these are conditionalities. Reduce nipa omoye adwuma wo aban mu. JJ Rawlings time you can be chire no. President Kufuor time call IMF you can be chire no. Mills Mahama call IMF you can be chire omo.
Sure.
Now, young man in America say IMF actual letter say Bank of Ghana Act Nyema bi wo wa esi e tweaking no to make it more stricter. Now young man nekasa or say to make it more stricter. Now when you are talking about the comparative and superlative form of a verb, so when you talk about stricter, it means there is a comparative form of that verb, stricter, which means strict, stricter, strictest. So if I am maybe saying that we are going to tweak the Bank of Ghana Act to make it more stricter, it means it was strict.
Sure.
So it cannot be that IMF and the Eba Bank of Ghana anything. Nebom letter no and our conditionality at IMF thereby say see tweak the Bank of Ghana Act no. Bank of Ghana Act no was enacted in 2002 at 600 and something I cannot really remember, which was amended in 2016 at 900 and something. I think at 930 the Bank of Ghana Act amended in 2016 at 930. So and a young man bet no 2 foot rogu man for any and the proof for do aban no Bank of Ghana no in the first place act no. It was done in 2002. It was amended in 2016. 2016, one and a president of Ghana.
Mahama.
So how did the Akufo-Addo manage to tweak the Bank of Ghana Act to favor him? And this young man sat there and said, the Bank of Ghana, they do things, they don't go to parliament. You are impugning the integrity of your members of parliament.
Exactly.
So Bank of Ghana, uncle parliament. But your members of parliament are sitting down like robots without having to complain about it. You are only telling that your parliament, your other side of parliament, they are done that heads. That's what you are telling us.
For the records.
So Bank of Ghana Act, it was amended in 2016. Akufo-Addo wasn't the one that amended that act. So if there are any wrongdoings within the Bank of Ghana's act, it wasn't Akufo-Addo that did it. It was John Dramani Mahama that did it in the hope that he was going to win the 2016 elections and work with it. Now, Yanko to IMF for conditionality of Bank of Ghana Act, Yemiemu Amana more stricter. Stricter in what sense? Bank of Ghana's Act Emma a year government akwanya se obetimi etwesika. Now, IMF adia omobeboye nyina ne se yesika semu a enkoye inflation akosoro to 41% any ade. One of the things that emma inflation ekosoro yesika yetwa egumo. That is one. Two, though Ghana is a major exporter of cocoa and gold, but we do not get enough American dollar to be able to pay for export, imports, and we find a balance of payment deficit. Mr. Man, so all these things, when the IMF is coming on board to help you manage a year, sika semse beto ye na inflation beba from investor confidence beko soro na there will be scarcity of money. Sa Bank of Ghana's Act na John Dramani Mahama amended in 2016 no. E makwan ma government twa sika as and when. So Bank of Ghana, IMF is only telling them to amend that portion of their act. So government in the course of year managing a year, the economy and the government into me for especially during the election period. How does this in any way suggest that Bank of Ghana is doing anything untoward? They are working within the remit of the law which was put down by your government, John Dramani Mahama, in 2016. Mr. Man, read, learn. You need to learn. You don't read. You don't learn. You make noise. Then incoherently, this young man jumps from Bank of Ghana's behavior, IMF letter now, and now go attack President Kufuor. Say President Kufuor destroyed Ghana by using BOG. Young man, how can President Kufuor destroy Ghana by... Okay, so what is the reason this young man gave? This young man gave the reason. He said, President Kufuor here, redenomination of our currency. And the redenomination... Hey. What is this? Now, when we talk about redenomination of a currency, keyword there is redenomination. So the denomination of your currency. the key word there is redenomination. So how you mention the figures of your currency, also send the mentioning of the figures. So first, now you got 1,000 Ghana cedis, and then you are redenominating it by saying 1 Ghana cedis.
Teach on.
So it is redenomination. But you see, redenomination of a currency, when not done well, the ripple effect is that inflation skyrocketed. Now, you ever President Kufuor time in 2007, when the redenomination was done, how the currency as compared to dollar became. From President Kufuor's own mouth, it wasn't something they woke up tomorrow and said, we are going to do redenomination of the currency. Almost all the parameters, they looked at all the indices, they looked at all the indicators, the financial indicators, read it for a period of time. Come on. A bedroom baby na Paula call President Kufuor catch Mr. President. I fed ye, I dear no, ye before. President Kufuor say, we are sure, say before, or say I, before, or so you're sure, or say I, Yanko Ampany and Paul, we are a fine. Now, when we talk about redenomination of a currency, we are only talking about the value of the money, TNU, and they'll bet 1 million naira. 1 million naira is but all the rest are 1 million naira. No, now so pay bottle be na ade gumu because purpose in the crowd and you more 1 million naira. Or compare 1 million naira to Ghana cedi, it is about 10,000 Ghana cedi. Okay, so first now we hear the value of the money comes very low when your figures are just too many. So instead of 1 Ghana cedi, we say 1,000 Ghana cedi. 0 or miensa. It is a we here a year 10 Ghana cedi, which is just a common paper we can put in your purse. At that time, 10 Ghana cedi would have been equivalent to what? 10,000 Ghana cedi. What is that? What is that? So President Kufuor say, and was say, the figures when mentioned, it looks so huge, but in actual fact, very minimal. So the value of the Ghana cedi as at the time President Kufuor came in was very low. Though the figures were just too huge, but not value only very low. So one of the reasons in the redenomination is to make sure say convenience carrying of the currency with you all over the place. Put me for $100, $1,000 now they share person now nanti. Yet they offer equivalent to $1,000 then we here bear tomato bag and san go. So redenomination is for convenience sake. Young man, learn. You don't learn. That is number 1. 2, it is about a security of the money, control of inflation. So person control inflation. Just like a year Zimbabwe situation when Okwakoto cigarette Krana we here truck and so. So redenomination, when done well, will control a year inflation, control the free fall of the currency. And it is evident that President Kufuor every year redenomination, we did not see a year skyrocketing inflation. We saw 1 Ghana cedi to $1. Again, say yet $1 to 1,000 Ghana. We are redenomination now by $1 to 1 cedi. It boosts confidence in the people's currency. Investor confidence. Because the first he has $1. What's in our sum crowd to say to 1,000 Ghana cedi? There is no confidence in the currency. But when President Kufuor finished and became $1 to 1 cedi, then people were confident to use the cedi. That is number 1. President Kufuor we boost to investor confidence. Ama we in the nyansamuno what the policies be to say eating of what we grow and growing what we eat. It be to say a year where a Friday where all those policies were to make sure that we spend locally. Said the beya yesika kakrabina after the redenomination akano. Yeah, expanded by importing things from abroad. nyansania osunda ye kwa chiri aye we nyina as at the time President Kufuor was leaving office na Ghana yesika ayeka ayede the whole world moving from $5.8 billion to $9.8 and open up President Kufuor di jai and then me no ka say the mismanagement of Mills Mahama administration saw the free fall of the city and they went to me a managing administration na young man is about the President Kufuor destroyed. He was so weak. Redenomination is for convenience, that is one. It's to boost investor confidence. It's to boost confidence in the city. It is to securitize the currency. Cool. President Kufuor did it with the help of Polakwa excellently. President Kufuor did not do anything wrong, young man. So you need to learn. You can't say President Kufuor redenomination in a side. You need to learn on your own. Sometimes and yet insult and you see whenever or your discussions you say obre young man learn. President Kufuor's redenomination actually saved this country a lot. And then Ghana and 540 billion and then empty na first now but pay. When was the last time I pay? Because of President Kufuor. Redenomination moved us from owing in trillions to billions. So it gives you room and gap to be able to maneuver yourself. But yeah. Etikasia tisama pa babel shodaya with the help of Polakwa. President Kufuor free ho and say if there is anybody to be blamed for destroying the redenomination President Kufuor did, then it's Professor Mills and you, Jomama. Because President Kufuor, everyone $1 to a CD is $1 to 90 pesos.
Sure.
And you say you don't want that? You wanted $1 to what? 9,000 Ghana CD? Is that what you wanted? So $1, Niaka said $1 is to what? 9,000. And ask every expert in the world. Redenomination, when not done well, will see a skyrocketing inflation. 2007, and they see time of Kufuor free office. There was no skyrocketing inflation in Ghana. And Mr. Man, if there is anybody to blame for the woes of the economy, Ghana economy, and your mom after President Kufuor, or more the importance of what Kufuor did, and for that matter could not hold the fort.
Sir.
So lay blame in their footsteps. Don't lay blame at President Kufuor. Kufuor don't want to argue in the and you see, don't compare John Mahama to Kufuor any day, anytime, anywhere. Kufuor the other stroke.
He shouldn't.
I bet you John Mahama compare Kufuor but Kufuor the other stroke any day, anytime. Okay, I am spending too much time on him, but let me promise you that this guy I have actually sworn on him. And I'm actually going to mention his name for 2 years. And then that year 22nd of May. Exactly 2 years from now,
sure.
Now, so oye bema santo kwa wi on san carino. So o ne ma me picture na o me buy na. O ne ma ni nuanom ni nua kakra. Eyi millionaire CEO a ni nua ntimi ntua dan won kran. Eti watu akwotena so adu
for the records.
What be all pentokwa no a me ma ami gu ho. Ammunitions ni gu ho. Na me twa so be youth. Onye ni tibia so e be hia. Efama enyi nkyere enyi pictures ne nkyere mane wo ne ma me ayi ntomata de na ehye no ne ade nyina ye de beba ni abanko fo hu say ya digi akwa we teacher say edan ya wo dam kura no na yire said one ne da kura me have it
for the records.
And we will show you, you say from next week. Every day biano ubehunu Kevin Taylor papa. No one will say bi onipa owo kwase ampeni sa.
Pound for pound.
Na the next day ye show ya de Kevin Taylor maami aba. No hu oba otimi wo kwase ampeni sa.
For the record.
Na Kevin Taylor ni nua ba ko very gentle, fine girl to so no abrochire. Ompene wasem. Ana ni nua ayi kakra ne ne ayi omo nyina de omeba. You don't remember. ne papa ne yiri ni gina ono so won je do won ne papa ne yiri gina wo mu twa no ne papa na we ne papa ne ntoma na da bia no man ne o ya ne papa ne ntoma no ntoma no what do am ben see
ne papa zero
we agwa we me see 2 years my pepe na okoso di matem biewa I will declare it a lifetime war. What generations will come and continue
for the
ma and then the ma be ba
for the records.
I've been out modi duru banka. Yeah, the money na want to share mo here for the records. Me see we will mo bi anka nche say oba betu futu ogu youth nu ani. Ye be ba be paper. And house clean. And the anka see yenye.
Oka Ghana asem.
Oka Ghana asem or inform the youth and we will come and educate.
Sir.
So we need to educate him on the workings of Bank of Ghana.
And he should learn to before.
He learns. Osuapa. Osuya.
Inti enu poni.
Senti na nanse na ya no so yire no se obetumi aye.
Ebe farmer why?
Say ya me that say I for the record we did rock at the Afrifa-Mensah still you're number 1 who hero ya.
Fantastic.
Ebeshia.
Bombardier.
Asante aguna yoko hine. Bye bye.